Welcome back to Concho Valley Live, and I'm here now with Kelly Duncan, who's with these Angelo Republican Women. And what do you have to share with us today?
Oh, I have lots of news about our October and November meetings, and also I want to remind people to get registered to vote.
Always important to register to vote?
Sure is. Our next meeting is October 3rd. That's 2 weeks from today. It's hard to imagine that it's already almost October.
Right.
But for October 3rd, October 7th, we will be having Pam Harless. She's with the Texas GOP, and she's going to be talking about the constitutional amendments that we're going to be voting on in November. And there's 10 of them. Proposition number 4 is a little tricky on its wording, and so she's going to go into great detail. So hopefully we'll all understand and vote the way that we see fit to vote.
And why is it exceptionally important for people to understand the language of the amendments, the language of the laws, the language of everything that the governments that they've elected and that represent them are carrying out?
Well, it's important because you don't want to vote the wrong direction. You want to make sure that you make an informed decision. And that's one thing that we, with the Angelo Republican Women, strive for. We want to educate people, inform them, because there is an art to our political process. It's not a true process unless you're making an informed decision. You can't accurately vote for someone, and if you learn that you voted away, well, that's not what I thought it meant, then you haven't voted correctly. So you need to educate yourself and be informed. And with that in mind, voting, tomorrow is National Voter Registration Day. So if you're not registered to vote, please go see. You can register to vote online. You can go downtown to the Ed B. Keys building and go to the registrar's office, and they can sign you up. There are different people around the city that are certified to register people to vote, so you can do that as well.
I've noticed the post circulating on Facebook, and I've shared it too, of remember to register to vote, register online. And I fully encourage people to do that if that's what works with their schedule. I personally am a little old school about it. I like to go in person and fill out my paper form and hand that to an actual person. I don't know, how do you feel about it?
I'm old school. I am, but I'm trying to change with technology. If someone is more comfortable going online, reading information, but again, I want to make the best informed decision. I don't want to fill out any kind of paperwork unless I'm certain that I'm doing it correctly.
Right.
And so but we want to make it easy for people. And then when you go register to vote, according to your address, you'll be in whatever particular precinct, and you show your voter some type of photo ID, and you get to vote.
Excellent, which is exceptionally important, of course.
It is.
Now, in addition to attending the meeting that you mentioned, where else can people go to educate themselves on upcoming legislation, upcoming amendments, on their elected officials, etc.?
Oh, there are a number of websites, but I truly recommend being involved with a local party or a local club like the Angelo Republican Women. We meet the first Monday of each month at the West Texas Rehabilitation Conference Center. That is not the rehab center itself, but it's right next door, 1925 University. And we usually have some kind of refreshments, but our meetings last about an hour, hour and a half. We'll have a guest speaker, as I said, in October. It will be Barbara Harless. Occasionally we change locations, but we do give people ample time about that. For example, in November 4th, our meeting will be held at the Concho Ice House, and we'll be having a light supper that night. Our guest speaker that evening is Joseph Vargas. He's the founder of Keep Texas Red. So he will be speaking on the battle of the upcoming 2020 election. And we're real excited about that topic because November is our membership drive. It's our membership renewal month, and we are hoping that topic will inspire people, more people to come, more people to attend and sign up and be a member of the Angelo Republican Women and learn more about the political events, legislation, because in 2020 there will be a lot of elections. We have our Senator John Cornyn's seat. Senator Mike Conaway will be retiring, so his seat is up for election, in addition to all of our local elections. So we want people to stay informed, get informed, and learn all they can, whether it's a local race or a national race.
Perfect. And where can people go to learn about the scheduling of your meeting?
We do have a Facebook page, the San Angelo Republican Women. We also have an email address, info@sanangelorepublicanwomen.com.
All right.
We also have an Instagram, so we're always putting stuff on social media because it's important that people see and share. And even if you don't always agree with what we say, it might spur you to think of another option or another opinion on why we feel the way we do. And I've had some really great dialogues with my friends who sit in other political parties. And there is more than one other political party. So
of course. Thank you so much for your time.
Welcome. It's so good to meet you.
You too. We'll be right back.
Do you want to be on Concho Valley Live? Contact our offices at 325-949-8800.